Good morning. This is Ron Starbuck, the publisher of Saint Julian Press, and this is a Saint Julian Press podcast featuring some of the poems of W.S. Merwin. The Blackboard by W.S. Merwin. The question itself has not changed, but only the depths of memory through which it rises. And now, in a late dream of childhood, my father is a blackboard that I have just erased, and I am standing with my back to it, holding the old, worn gray felt eraser that we will take later out into the schoolyard, and will clap it against the others that were used today. And the clapping will raise a cloud of white dust, a thin ghost that will float above us for a moment, and then will be gone, and no more rises from the old erasers, almost clean. And then, how had my father come to be on the blackboard? It may have been because of what he'd like to call sins of omission, which sounded impressive, and he thought would impress the congregation. And where are they now, the sins of omission? Where is the cloud, the schoolyard, the dream? Even now I am forgetting them. Living with the News by W.S. Merwin. Can I get used to it day after day, a little at a time, while the tide keeps coming in faster? The waves get bigger, building on each other, breaking records. This is not the world that I remember. Then comes the day when I open the box that I remember packing with such care, and there is a face that I had known well, in little pieces staring up at me. It is not mentioned on the front pages, but somewhere far back near the real estate, among the things that happened every day to someone who now happens to be me. And what can I do, and who can tell me? Then there's what the doctor comes to say. Endless patience will never be enough. The only hope is to be the daylight. Neither Here Nor There by W.S. Merwin. An airport is nowhere which is not something generally noticed, yet some unnamed person in the past deliberately planned it to be there. And you have spent time there again, and are spending time there again for something you have done, which you do not entirely remember, like the souls in purgatory. You sit there in the smell of what passes for food, breathing what is called air, while the timepieces measure their agreement. You believe in it while you are there, because you are there, and sometimes you may even feel happy to be that far on your way to somewhere. William Stanley Merwin was born in New York City in 1927 and raised in New Jersey and Scranton, Pennsylvania. He was the son of a Presbyterian minister. He was born in the same year as my own father, who also happened to be a Protestant clergy. There is a connection there, I feel, with him that cannot entirely be explained. What is true is that he is one of America's greatest poets, and also a practicing Buddhist. So what I feel in connection with him is my own Christian Buddhist practice and the things that I have learned from his own writing. These recordings are dedicated to his memory, and to give us something new, perhaps, as we move forward in each day and through each day. As a poetic meditation, or even a prayer. Thank you.